Today we're gonna see if we can take items from the dollar store and turn them into some art using this UV printer that I got a few months ago. It's the EufyMake E1 printer, and I made a video on it earlier. I tested it out. I really like it, but today we're gonna put it to even more of a test and see what we can do with it. So let's get into it. All right, first we gotta move this back to where it's supposed to go. Oh, it's kinda heavy. This is where it's gonna be for now. I'm currently in the process of making a better setup, but if you did watch my other video, just pinched my finger. I gotta plug this back in now. If you did watch my other video, I turned this like this, because this kind of has a smell to it. I turned that. This is an airbrush booth because I paint shoes and I airbrush in this booth a lot. This filter's outside. I turned that and open up this back right here, and it filters out the air because this kind of has like it has a smell to it. So I'm doing that. I will say, I have to mention this before I forget, Sam Craft. There's a guy on here, his YouTube channel is Sam Craft. I watch some of his stuff, he's amazing. He was kind enough to send me some of his products, if I can find where I put it. 1 second. Okay, real quick, if you guys will allow me to plug this. And if you're interested in buying this UV printer or have this UV printer, this might be really good for you. So Sam Craft sent me this fume extractor, which I haven't used yet, but I have put it in here and it's literally a perfect fit. I have to get a hose and I'm gonna punch another hole in the wall because this is a wall. Well, obviously it's a wall, it's a wall. I punched a hole here and we're gonna do another one over here, and then we're gonna put this out here, but let me show you this. If you guys can, I should probably bring you around. If you have this printer, this pops off. This is the front screen, and then there's a high efficiency activated carbon filter in here. You can just pop this out. Doesn't come out the easiest. Gonna wiggle it a little bit. Yeah, and I ripped this side, so this part is hard to pull out. All right, you take that out, and then this is like 3D printed to be an exact fit. So here we are, and you do have to really wiggle it in there too, but it's perfect because you don't want any fumes escaping. But look how easy that goes in. Making a weird noise. All right, so now I'm gonna get I don't have it right now in this video, but I've been really busy, so I haven't been able to install this yet, but he sent this to me a little while ago. I'm gonna get a hose and I think I'm gonna go around here and then out the back, and then I'm gonna filter that outside. So that should capture the fumes. So thank you very much, Sam Craft. I'm gonna show you guys one more thing that they sent me. And yeah, the last thing they sent me was this fat mat right here, Sam Craft reusable UV printing mat. It's non-slip and easy to clean. So the point of that is these sticky mats, this is what's underneath. I have a ton of overspray and this is sticky right here, but you can't clean this off. So once it loses the stick, you're supposed to buy new ones. So Sam sent me these reusable ones, and you can clean these. These are able to wipe off with some alcohol, and you can clean them every single time. That's why it's reusable, and that saves you the reoccurring cost of having to buy one over and over again. So we're gonna be using that in today's video as well. Again, thank you so much to Sam Craft. If you are interested in any of these items for your UV printer, I'm gonna have an affiliate link down below in my description, and just use it if you're gonna buy something, because I get some money from it, you support your favorite YouTuber, and you get what you want. Win-win. Thank you. Here's the idea of the video. I have 4 items from Five Below. Went there last night, picked up 4 items, and we're starting with a phone case. And we're pretty much gonna be doing the art digitally. We're gonna be taking a picture of the item and pickleball paddle. Taking a picture of the item, scanning into my iPad, drawing art on top, sending the files over the printer, and then printing it on and seeing how well it adheres, how well it looks, all that. Seeing if we can turn cheap items into some artwork using this printer. So maybe I'll try to sell it. I don't know yet. So I spent a total of $26 on these 4 items, and we're gonna see if we can make these cheap items look like art. We're gonna start off with this clear phone case right here. If you're an artist and you're using this printer, one of the really cool things is you can take old art that you already made, that you already have done, and turn it into merch and print it on all sorts of stuff, which is what we're gonna do. For the other items, we are definitely gonna draw some original stuff, but I have this old F1 drawing that I did of Lewis Hamilton, and I wanna use that for this one. So we're gonna see if we can print that on here. We're gonna load up the small flatbed, because it's called the mini flatbed, I think, because the phone is small enough to just go on this one. And we're actually gonna use Samcraft's mat. So we're gonna be laying this down because we don't need anything to stick. We're just gonna set this up right here in my lap first. So you put that in there, and then you just take your item and you put it on the flatbed. And then you're gonna go to your computer and you're gonna take a snapshot. You also can run the software on your phone too, but I run it on my MacBook. Since I haven't used this printer in a few days, I have to inject ink. It does its own like cleaning cycle and like removes all the ink so it doesn't harden and ruin your print head. So we're gonna have to wait about 5 minutes to inject some ink. I didn't take into consideration that this piece right here, this hole for the camera, would block a lot of it, so I'm gonna pull this back into my iPad and make it fit the iPhone a little better, and then come back and try to print it. Okay, so I just lined it up and it looks awesome. I'm not gonna show you guys the screen right now because I'm gonna wait so we can both see it together on here. And I'm gonna give you guys a raw reaction of how it comes out. I'm just gonna show you exactly, me and you are gonna see it at the same time. So let's go ahead and hit print. And we're not gonna do, this printer can do texture. We're not gonna do any texture on this because I just want it to be flat on the phone. And hopefully this lines up well. One kind of scary thing about using this is once you line it up and you hit print, there's really no going back. I mean, I haven't tried to like acetone anything off or anything, but it's kind of like you get one shot. That's probably like, maybe I should, maybe if I mess one up, I'll acetone it down or sand it down. Probably works, but we're gonna go ahead. It's about to tell me how long it's gonna take. So just a second and I'll tell you what this print, because I feel like some of you might be curious, maybe not, how long it's gonna take. So this is a 12-minute print. So I will see you guys in 12 minutes. You just have to hit this button up here and it prints. Now that I'm 12 minutes older, let's take a look at this phone case. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Take a look at that. That came out awesome. That's first print. The next thing we're gonna be working on is this ping pong paddle, and I've ripped ping pong. This is pickleball, and I'm mean on the pickleball courts. I beat him all the time.
That's just not
I really like how this came out though. This isn't the, I would put this on my phone, but this is an iPhone 16 case. They didn't have a 17 at Five Below, and I have a 17. So let's work on this. Design done. I'm gonna, so to lay down, because I want the background of this to be white instead of blue, to lay down that on here, it's gonna take a bunch of layers of white, and I don't wanna waste a ton of ink, because that's a good surface area. I don't wanna waste a ton of ink. So I'm gonna sand it down quick and lay down a coat of white paint, because it's less expensive for me to just lay down some paint quick, and then we're gonna print it on. All right, we have this all taped up now. Actually, it's this side. All right, we have this all taped up now and ready to spray. I just cleaned out my airbrush for like the past 40 minutes because last time I used it, I let paint dry in it. So I had to do a deep clean. But now we're gonna go ahead and airbrush a layer of white before we can print on this. Now that we got this white laid down, we're gonna be using the big mat this time around with the Samcraft fat mat right here. that I loved. Actually, I tested out on the small one on the mini bed during the phone case, and it worked very well. And we're gonna be laying this down. It kind of needs something to hold this up right here. So I'm gonna stick something down underneath it because it's like being lifted up and I want it to print flat. So we're gonna get our design loaded and get it all ready to be printed. I'm currently running into an issue with the snapshot right here. It's just pure white and I have blue tape around this. So I'm peeling off the blue tape right now and I'm running a snapshot right now without the tape. I wanted the tape in case of the overspray, but for some reason it's just coming out bright white and I cannot find where to place my snapshot like image, like overlay. So we're gonna see if that works. Okay, turns out the tape was 100% the issue there. So I have it all lined up and I'm gonna go hit print and we'll see how long this print's gonna take. I just started the print. It's gonna take 20 minutes. I'm not really happy where the snapshot lined up. I'm not really sure how this is gonna turn out, but we'll see. We'll give it a shot. Okay. I just paused this print because I looked at it I was on my phone waiting for it to be done and I looked at it and I genuinely don't know what happened. Like, I have no idea what this is. There was only 5 minutes left on the print. It was a 20-minute print. I looked and I'm dumbfounded. I have no idea what this is. No clue. The ink is like actually, it's smeared. It's wiping off. It didn't adhere at all. Still dumbfounded. Still don't know what happened. Absolutely no clue. If you do know, leave it down below in the comments. I know there are other people that are using this printer might see this. So maybe let me know why that happened. Maybe I wasn't supposed to lay down a layer of paint. I was just trying to bypass using a ton of white ink. The only solution I know to this, to fix this, and I do this a lot on shoes if I mess up when I paint my shoes, is to use some acetone. So I'm gonna get my mask out and some cotton balls, which I have here, but I thought I had another one open, whatever. And I'm gonna just take off everything I got, the paint, everything, and see if I can reprint it, I guess. I was looking at, I got caught whack. I didn't realize I hit record. I was looking to see something's dying. My transmitter's dying on my mic. One thing I learned in this mistake is that this ink is super, super strong. This is after acetoning, which in my experience, acetone takes off anything. I couldn't even get this stuff to acetone off. I mean, I got a little bit, as you can see, but you can still see like the Pokeball, the design. And then I took the sander to it, as you guys saw, and it's still on there. I couldn't get this stuff off. It's smooth now. So I'm gonna run another thing. I'm gonna lay down, this is what I was trying to avoid, which is why I used the airbrush. I was trying to airbrush the white, but I'm gonna do a ton of layers of white to try to cover this. So we're gonna go ahead and give it another try. Hopefully it works. Okay, I didn't show you guys this last night, but I messed up a second print, a third print, and a fourth print. Let me show you. This is my third print. For some reason, just kept building up layers in this one spot. Didn't print at all. So then I wanted to test a file that I used for my card drop that I knew it worked. So I was like, not sure if it was the printer or me. And that printed, hence the border, that printed just fine. So I was trying to get this, but bigger. So I went onto the back thinking, I learned it has to be level and this was not level, the handle was sticking up. So I was like, okay, I'll go into the back. Thought I had it figured out, I didn't. And then I went home, that's where I gave up, went home, did some research. Then I found out that the sensors on the laser might be picking up this border, since this border right here is higher than here. And it typically doesn't like that. That's where it leaves like a little bit, that's where the gap is between the print heads. So it leaves a little bit of a mist, which is what we're getting here. So I learned that might just not be possible to print on right now. One thing that it said was to put it in the middle of the print bed, make sure it's like directly in the middle so it picks up the middle of this and then it might print better. So we're gonna give it one more try. I'm gonna sand this down and then paint this white. Give it one more try, and if that doesn't work, I have no idea what works, and we'll have to call this one a fail. it's time to accept the loss. And I tried every trick, every solution that I know of, and I still can't get it to print on this. I think it has to do with the lip and it's not reading, because it was level, so that wouldn't have been the case. And so we're gonna take the loss on this one. I'm not gonna continue with this. We're gonna say, I don't like pickleball anymore. How about that? That's the best we got. We did get this over here though, so if you do know in the comments why that's happening, please let me know. But we're gonna move to the next item and hopefully we can get that one to work. Okay, I drew this on a card a long time ago and then I just like photoshopped it into here. But this is what I wanna do to the skate deck right here. I'm leveling it to make sure it's right. But this is what I wanna do. And I'm scared it's not gonna work because one, I had to put this tape here to level it, and two, it's flat right here and then it like goes off and it goes down. So I'm worried it's not gonna print there. And I didn't have any luck with the pickleball board. I keep saying pedal board. So we're gonna see if this works, but if it does, it's gonna be really cool. I'm lining this up and I'm realizing it's gonna have some overspray, and that's okay because the fat mat is going to be able to be clean. So I don't really care about the overspray so much because I couldn't get it off the regular mats that they supply. But with Sam Craft's fat mat, I can wipe it off. And I'm not even sponsored. He just sent me this and I'm using it, and it works really good. So we're gonna hit print. All right, there was another mistake, and it's down here. This is the only spot that really has a mistake. I learned, maybe this is dumb. If you use this UV printer or you're good at UV printing, don't come at me, maybe this is dumb. It has to be level, but the whole thing that you're printing on, the whole area that you're printing on has to be level, and this curves off down here. I thought maybe the sensors would like detect that, but I've been using this printer for about a month, and everything I've been printing on has pretty much been completely flat, like cardstock, and I've been printing on top of my sports cases and everything. So I learned that, but I'm gonna chalk this one up to a win because I really like how everything else came out that was flat. My advice is maybe to pick an area that you know is just flat instead of trying to print on the whole thing. Like I could have just like drew something up that printed on like this area, like a logo, then just slap that on there or something. I wanted to change the whole thing. You can use DTF transfer. I don't have that, but you can print on that and then lay a sticker down and transfer it. Maybe I could get into that because that'd be fun, because then I can like cut out this exact thing and then lay it down and then cut around it. So it also came through a little bit in some areas. I would just need more white layers. I only did 3, so a little bit more white. I kind of think it looks cool. I'm gonna chalk this up to a win though. I'm gonna do a little bit of airbrushing down here because I wanna like make sure it looks great. And I'm gonna add my own artwork onto it and then see how it comes out. Yeah, I'm definitely counting this one as a win, even though I had to do some airbrushing and I learned from my experiences, but I think this would look really cool on a wall and I really like how it ended up coming out. So we're chalking this one up as a win. The last thing that I bought 4 items. I bought the phone case, pickleball paddle, that skate deck, and the last thing I bought was this dartboard right here. And let's open this up. It might be too big. It's 15.75 inches. And I don't know what the max is on that print bed, so let's open it up. Oh wow, it's flimsy. I hope I can print on this though. I was expecting this to be wood, but it's not. I have no idea what this is. It's flimsy, but we're gonna go see if we can print on it. Look at this nonsense. It just barely doesn't fit. Darn it. Darn it. I wanted to print on that. Oh well. Well, since I can't print on this, I thought I'd throw a dart. If I get a bullseye here, I'll give away nothing. Nice. I really wanted to print on this. That's a bummer. Don't make fun of me for the way I just threw that dart either. I don't want to leave you guys with only 2 items that I got done and a couple failed items. I won't say the dartboard's a fail, just was too big, probably should have measured it. But I do have, I will count this because these are like dollar items. This is canvas. I have these little canvases laying around. They're like $1 a piece. They're like, they come in bundles. And so I'm gonna print some of my old artwork that I have on my iPad, just like I'm doing before, onto here and just show you guys like, because this is flat, so this will 100% print well, I hope. And because I do speak highly of this printer, I'm just also learning it. So I mean, I didn't know all this stuff, but this is flat. So I'm gonna show you guys the absolute, maybe I'll do some texture on these too, because this printer does print with texture. Look at how that came out. As you can see, I'm a Packer fan, Jordan Love. I worked with Christian Watson. Those are my cleats that he's got on right there. So I wanted to print this out and look how cool that came out. This is definitely gonna go up on my wall, maybe right there. But this came out clean. So it does print on, when it prints on something flat, the print comes out super, super good. And this took like 10 minutes to print, I think. I'm gonna do one more canvas, and I'm for sure, there's one that I know I wanna do that I made into a card drop. It's like a Pikachu design, and then it has like a bunch of cartoons within it. So I'm gonna try to print that. We're gonna do one more canvas, and then I think the last thing I'm gonna try to do is, apparently this thing prints on golf balls, and I like to golf. So I'm gonna get a couple old golf balls I have and see if I can print my logo on it, because that'd be really cool. Not that it matters, because I'm gonna lose them anyway, but when I can get this printer to work well with me, here's what we get. This thing prints really nicely. And there's a lot going on in this one, but the colors are really nice. Both these canvases came out really nice. I'm gonna hang these up on my wall, but these are both things I drew on my iPad a while back and decided to try and print them. So canvases work nicely. Don't know why I did that. This thing I want to try to print on is, I want to see if I can put my logo on a golf ball. I don't have a way for it to sit there. I just have these paint cups. So I'm going to try this. I'm just going to try to set it in here and set it like that. I know I said it has to be flat, but a lot of people are printing on these. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to clean it. I'm just going to go ahead and give this a test run. I got to title this golf ball, and I'm just going to set it like this right on there and see if I can print on it. This might be what I'm most excited about out of all the prints, because I like to golf. Didn't say I was good at it, but my logo is now on this golf ball. It did stretch a little bit where the ink bled up, like up top, but I couldn't care less. I'm gonna lose this ball anyway. But I assumed that it would do that because it's not a flat surface. I probably should have went smaller. When I saw how big it was in the snapshot, I thought it was really cool. Definitely could have went smaller and it wouldn't have stretched as much up top, but I don't care either way. I'm gonna print a couple of these and probably lose them in my next game, but I think this is really cool. It's only right if I do a Packer golf ball now. You can buy those, they're like really expensive. So I'm just gonna print on a Vice golf ball. These are just old ones that I have. So I'm just gonna print on this Vice Green Bay Packer logo real quick, because I love the Packers. This one had a little bit more overspray than the last one, but overall, I think it's really cool. It's a round image. It's not complete. If I went smaller and smaller, I'm sure it'd be less because you're less curve on the ball, but I'll have to let you guys know how long I can keep these, because I'm definitely using these in my next round, and I'll see how long I can actually keep these without losing them. But that's really cool. Even with the overspray, I figured that'd be the case, but it's really, really cool that I can print on these. I think I'm gonna have to do, hopefully that doesn't affect the flight path of the ball, but I'm not that serious about golf anyway. Just do it for fun. I couldn't help myself. I printed one more with a red Jordan logo. That one also came out super sick. My logo and the Jordan logo came out the best out of the 3. And I just want to do a bunch more. But for now, I want to let you guys know that the Samcraft Fat Mat actually works really well. And I'm not getting paid to say this. It's actually, I really liked it. It's better than the sticky mat. So if you want one of those, the link is down below in my description. And we're wrapping up here. I know I made a lot of mistakes in this video. I messed up. I'm still learning this printer, and I hope you guys can learn from my mistakes. And if you know why I was making these mistakes, please let me know below. But I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I guess I think you would make sense too, but